Alright, what is up YouTube? Your boy MCool40 here. It is time for some post-format deck profiles. And we're going to start this off with actually the first deck profile that my friend has been testing, and it is Spyrals. So, come on, Blue Shirt Squad. Come on, you got Red Robbie here today giving you guys the most fantastic deck profile you could ever want. Capiche? So, show me some love, and special thank you to my boy Ethan Schwartz in St. Maddox. You guys remember Ethan? He was on the previous deck profile that we showcased right around the time that this deck came out. We showcased some of the combos on here, and you guys got to take a look inside the mind of a madman that had actually learned everything for the deck. And this deck is still, even to this point in time, this deck is still very much a threat to the current metagame. And I've been watching him play some of these combos with this, and some of the hands that this deck can get, they can be stopped by single hand traps. Others will require multiple hand traps. And looking at the stylistic list here, I can tell you going into the current format that people are going to be reducing the amount of hand traps that they're playing, at least in the beginning stages of the format. The theory that I think a lot of the current players are going to play, especially Pendulum Magicians, for example, you know, Pen Magicians is one of those decks that the more hand traps you put into the deck, the more that you take away from the deck's functionality, and that's not necessarily a good thing. You know, the deck could function with Ash Blossoms and a Maxi in the deck, but too much of one central X thing will be that. So with Pendulum Magician being projected to be the best deck, the amount of main deck hand traps I definitely think will be reduced. And look, this deck is more geared towards the beginning of the format, and I can tell you that the boards that this deck can end on, if you've seen any of the combo videos, I'm not going to get into them, because I haven't learned how to do the combos yet. I can tell you the specific iterations in which you're doing things. The fact that Firewall still is going to be able to special summon off of itself when you're going into Trigate to set up for your negation, it's really stupid what this deck can still do. So I'll talk about that here in a second, along with some of the specific card choices. So, the main deck here: triple Super Agent, one Quick Fix, one Drone, one Master Plan, one Sleeper, one Last Resort, triple Draw and Lockbird, triple Ash Blossom, one Crow, one Maxi. Alright, spells: triple Terraforming, triple Resort, triple Double Summon, two Foolish Burial Goods, two Big Red, one for one, Foolish Burial, Upstart, Rhoda, Soul Charge, Assault, one Utility Wire, two Rescue, and two Scolding. Extra deck: two Double Helix, two Firewall, one Borreload, one Trigate, one Ningirsu, one Ib, two Proxy Dragon, one Decode, one Gaia Saber, one Baguska, one Recite, and one Princess Sprite. Side deck: triple Ghost Reaper, triple Gamma, one Driver, one Raigeki, one Dark Hole, triple Cosmic, and triple Evenly Matched. Alright, the first thing that we need to discuss here: your best ending board is going to be your Firewall with the Trigate co-linked with it, Double Helix on the right of it, and then Proxy Dragon. Now, I've seen a few hands. We were testing the extra deck without a few cards, and we found the inclusion of the second Proxy Dragon to actually be kind of important, because there'll be times where you're sitting on near the end of your combo where you use a Proxy Dragon as your two-link to extend the general combo, that you can't IB these two. They're both the same attribute. Unfortunately, the second Proxy can get you into a much better position, and I think the value in realizing that is pretty important. Now, the inclusion of Assault now. So, a lot of people have been discussing whether or not they want to play Foolish Burial Goods. So, Assault, destroy this card during your third end phase after activation. If a Spyral monster you control destroys a monster by battle, or if you destroy a card on the field with a Spyral monster's effect, you can draw the card. And then the reason why we're playing this is you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one Spyral from your hand. So this actually fixes the issue that we've been having with Master Plan. Now, the build pre-format was not playing this, because if we just drew this, we would just dump it and move along with the combo. Now, the combo's grown a bit more fragile. Quick Fix and Drone. Now, this is why I say, depending on the situation, if your opponent has a hand trap, your hand can stop. Though, the deck does have combo extenders that can fix the situation. Things like double summon can get you an extra summon if your opponent has the hand trap to stop one of these. So say like you have quick fix, your opponent stops you searching for the drone. If you have another starter such as double summon, you can extend into the further combo, and you can save the Spyral super agent special summon, which you actually need for later on in part of the combo. But things like this, granted they are in larger numbers in the main deck now, which can lead to quote-unquote more bricks. Since we lost numbers of drone and quick fix, the combo pieces that you have to play now, you literally have to play inherently worse cards for the main deck. The combo that you produce, like I said, the Firewall Trigate with the triple effect, if you're going second, you produce that. Remember, you get your second effect of Trigate, which will let you remove something from the field, which literally just makes going second all the better. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about here. So, draw and Lockbird in the main deck over Ghost Ogre. Ethan's been going back and forth on debating between Ghost Ogre and Draw and Lockbird, but for actually a majority of the scenarios, Draw and Lockbird has came up a little bit more. Now, Ghost Ogre against this deck, it really hurts. But Draw and Lockbird against the more roguish picks, honestly slows things down. Stopping a demise off of Draco, stopping a secondary search off of getting the time pendulum graph after the Skullcrobat Joker resolves. Against Pendulum Magician, Draw and Lockbird, it's honestly the better call. Now, back to playing DD Crow. So most of the combos pretty much are relying on Recite Starling to get into the DD Crow, and I was discussing if it's much more valuable to go into the Princess Sprite over, say, the Recite Starling, but the guaranteed search for the Crow for the additional discard outweighs the potential card out of this. Now, your monster lineup is much smaller than it used to be. I almost want to say that the monster lineup is way more fragile than it was. There's no question about that. But producing the best case scenario with little to no resistance is what this deck's going to do. And once again, the fact that Sleeper Last Resort it's one big kaiju target, but if you're producing this on top of the already broken board, it's literally just the combo almost literally seems win more when you're producing it. But the fact that the deck can do so much in such a little time is very important. Now, Solemn Scolding was something we've been discussing. His reasoning behind it was if you don't get to the utility wire, you can set the Scolding for protection, and Scolding also doesn't let you get blown out of the water by evenly matched. As we've said in pretty much the metagame discussion when we were doing it, sure, evenly matched really hurts, but if you've got Trigate set up for full negation, and you don't waste your negation foolishly, you should be absolutely fine with this. And if you've got further protection with Scolding, it's just going to put you into a much safer scenario. Having 3 to 4 effects to negate on the opponent's turn, utility wire with Firewall's bounce, with Trigate, being one of your best case scenarios, the realization that happens, it's very possible. Outside of that, there's nothing real special to note. And one of those scenarios I was talking about, like if you're worried about getting stopped by a hand trap, Soul Charge is your extender. It'll literally fix the scenario for you. Upstart, just that logic of 39, we got to get one further card into the deck. I don't know. Having watched this deck, just seeing the combos that it actually produces, and actually seeing Ash, stop it, and seeing Ash or not stop it. Sometimes you've got to ask yourself where the appropriate combo time to do. If your opponent normal summons Quick Fix, is that really the right scenario? If your opponent has the combo extender and you Ash this, that's one less out that you have. And honestly, going into a format where I honestly think the hand trap numbers in the main deck are going to be reduced a little bit, I'll be surprised. I definitely think that this deck can perform up to the expectations that the community is giving. I mean, we have an ARG this weekend. We'll see what the meta's thinking in terms of results. This deck's definitely not tier 0 anymore. Oh no. It's now a much more fair combo-based deck, but I mean, this card's still a problem. Being able to resolve like 3 cards off of your deck for literally just the reward of knowing what's on the top of your opponent's deck. So stupid. So stupid. Also, if you need to, if you're going into your boy Double Helix, you can just waste your Super Agent special just to reveal the top of your opponent's deck, just to have the knowledge for the Double Helix. Don't do that all the time because it can mess up your combo, but it depends on how good the combo extension is. Really just depends on the hands. And, you know, like I said, some of your best case hands, look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. That'll get you there. This is that double card though, so this gets you Super Agent, which gets you into the drone, which will let you start comboing up, draw and Lockbird. Hey, how many times can we open Soul Charge? Now this hand's not a total asinine brick, because this will get you into this, which will get you into the Quick Fix to get you into the drone, which will let you start playing the game, which you'll be fine. Yeah, combos. Once again, still pretty good here. Ooh, Quick Fix. Got to fix that situation. 1-for-1 discard this into Quick Fix into drone with this. That seems pretty good. Just the hands that this deck generates, it's so good. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys have some comments. Leave them down below. I would like to have some discussions with some people on this list. Tell me what you guys are thinking. And that's all I got for you guys. Deuces, my audience. Once again, Ethan, thanks for sharing the list with me, buddy. We were going to keep this quiet a little bit longer, but we're like, nah, we're going to showcase this so we can get some opinions. Hey, guys, I'm out. Deuces. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.